All right, we are back. Hopefully that wasn't too loud there. Let us know in the chat or by texting if you can hear us fine. The Coach Hellman will be here shortly, sometime during the JV game. We are just seconds away from the start of JV, and there will be hopefully no problems tonight on the stream. We had a brief problem at the beginning. Like I said, I stepped on a cord that unplugged almost everything, but we're back. And tonight is Shenandoah versus Randolph Southern for an MEC battle. And we're getting right. You know, I need to change the clock. The clock will be the biggest problem, or actually the whole scoreboard, because I manually control the scoreboard. So doing all of that will test my multitasking abilities. And for Westell JV, Braden Austin will be the one starter. Number 14, Jackson Wolfel. Number 20, Mila Ozcan. Number 24, Bo Adkins. And number 34, Kyron Pegg. Cooper Allen for the Raiders starts it out. Number 11, Carter Gray. Maddox Davis. Caden Randolph, number 30. And Jaden Campbell, number 33, gets the start. So the tip will be between Bo Adkins and Caden Randolph. Randolph Southern comes up with the tip, drive, and a travel. Tonight on the camera we have Brendan Pruitt. Carter Gray in the corner, passes over to Maddox Davis for three, just short. Atkins and Gray. Atkins comes up with the loose ball. Randolph Southern passes it around. Atkins has it in the middle. Tipped out by Carter. Cooper playing tough man defense. And another travel. Cooper Allen here at the top. Gray with the steal and the layup. Good. Randolph Southern passes it around. Another steal. Jaden Campbell. Passed slightly too hard. Randolph Southern passes it in. And there's a foul. Carter Gray will go to the line shooting 2. Sorry, trying to do all of this while making sure the stream health is good can be a little tricky. Carter makes the first. And misses the second. Nice interception from Cooper Allen. Gray. Jaden. We have 4:37 left in the quarter right now. Not what it says down. Jaden misses the first. Makes the second. 6-0. And will shoot a third. And makes the third. Timeout, Randolph Southern. Shoot. Tonight is youth cheer night here at Shenandoah, so we have quite a few young Raider cheerleaders. As you probably may be able to see on the sidelines, we Randolph Southern ball out of bounds. Ball tipped, back Shenandoah ball. They say that ball was tipped by Randolph Southern, out of bounds. Carter Gray inbounds the ball. Maddox Davis, Cooper Allen drives, passes it off to Campbell. Good take. And we're going to get a foul on the floor. That is Randolph Southern's third foul on number 20. He picks up his first. Mila Ozcan. Good block by Bo Atkins. But a good, and so Randolph Southern brings the ball up. Carter Gray attempts the steal, misses. Randolph Southern inbounds the ball. Maddox Davis with the steal. Cooper Allen with the lay driving. Scores. 9-0 Shenandoah. Randolph Southern brings the ball up. Shenandoah's in a little bit of a press. Cooper Allen there at the top. Bo Atkins, good pass down low, but Carter Gray comes up with the steal. Drives the length of the court. Oh, Randolph gets the rebound and another, and then gets fouled. So Randolph will go to the line shooting 2. Hey, Elena, can you check the audio? I have 9-0 right now. Sorry, there was a change. The scoreboard changed to 9-0. 3:49 left in the first quarter. Randolph Southern has 4 fouls. Their next foul will send Shenandoah into the bonus. Okay. Shot misses. And deflection out of bounds to Randolph Southern. Caden Randolph with the steal. Maddox Davis for the layup. 4-2. Shenandoah again with that 2-2-1 press. And Maddox Davis will pick up his first foul. 11-0. 11-0. Shenandoah. 3:24 left. Again, the clock on the screen will be wrong as much as it is right, if not more, tonight, just because it's kind of being done through an app. So, Bo Atkins with Randolph Southern's first two. Good power move by Atkins. He's a 6'4" freshman. Maddox, 4-2. So Randolph Southern brings the ball up. Brendan Austin drives, misses. Cooper Allen with the rebound, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds there. 2:39 left in the quarter. 13-2. And that will be Randolph Southern ball. Atkins passes it in. No, that's not Atkins. That was Austin. Steal by Campbell. Deflection by Carson. Layup missed. Maddox Davis comes out from under the basket with the ball. Cooper Allen drives. Passes to Gray. Gray kind of runs into three. Randolph Southern Rebels. Nathan Carson for three. Misses. And Randolph Southern comes away with the ball. We're about 4 seconds off. It's 2:03 right now. Atkins with three off the back of the rim, but Davis comes down with the rebound. Cooper Allen presses, pushes. Maddox to Cooper. Cooper shoots. Oh, just rims out. Bo Atkins lost the ball. Maddox Davis comes up with it. Good pass to Carter Gray with the score and the foul. So Carter Gray will go to the line to shoot one. And that is Randolph Southern's fifth foul. That will put them in the bonus for the rest of the period. And Carter Gray will shoot one from the line. And it's just missed it. Just couldn't get the roll. Atkins with the rebound. And Sam York, who checked in earlier, had the ball, passes that back to Atkins. Atkins loses the ball on the floor. They're going to call jump ball with Cooper Allen. And that ball will go to Shenandoah. Cooper Allen passes the ball in. And brings the ball up. A little picket fence here. Cooper looked at the three, passed it around. Over to Nathan Carson. Good look and good pass. Great assist there by Carson to Allen. Allen scores two and goes to the line to shoot. Oh, no. One. Cooper Allen at the line here. Hits it. 18-2 with a minute left in the quarter. Randolph Southern brings the ball up, passes it around. Obviously, they're looking to get Atkins the ball in the middle. He's a 6'5" kid. You want him to touch the ball as much as possible. but they're just kind of passing it around. In the corner, not where you want to be. Ball knocked out of bounds. I think it's going to stay here at Randolph Southern. Ball, so Randolph Southern looks to inbound. Atkins has it. Dribble drives and loses it. They're going to get a foul, I believe, here on Nathan Carson. Picks up his first foul. Shenandoah's second team foul. And so they will have the ball out of bounds. Good look, but Campbell knocks it out for Maddox. Back over to Cooper. Nice layup, Coop. Campbell there kind of gambled, missed, but they missed the layup. Maddox Davis brings the ball up. Gets the ball. Campbell looks for three. Hits it. And that's the quarter. 23-2 by good quarter by Shenandoah. And I'll take just a quick minute to say thank you to the Henry County Community Foundation and their task grant to make this possible. They we got applied for a grant, received it, and we're able to buy some of basically the equipment needed for this and start on YouTube for the first time again tonight. We're hoping to get it earlier in the year, but paperwork and deliveries and all that stuff that had to happen. But we're fortunate to have it tonight. And we'll have it going forward. We'll try to do some outside spring stuff. It's harder to do outside when you don't have a connection, like a hardwire connection into the internet. And so Wi-Fi can be a little tricky. But we will be doing videos, updates. This week we have scheduled some interviews with coaches. Me and some of our students here at Shenandoah will interview some of our spring sport coaches, talking about the upcoming season, and then we'll get those uploaded probably by Thursday or Friday. I think our first three are Coach Rob Porter of the esports team, and then Chris Myers and Ryan Painter of the softball and baseball teams. Deep shot there by Atkins. Cooper Allen with the rebound. And we'll bring the ball up to set up the offense. Cooper thought about a three, and looks around. Kind of Maddox, I think, took his eyes off of the ball here a little bit before ball went out of bounds. All right. Had a little time run off here, but to get the clocks back right. Layup missed. Aiden Music checked in. Passes to Caden Randolph, 4-2. Shenandoah 25-2. And like I said, our great camera guy is Brendan Pruitt. He is a freshman here at Shenandoah. His first time running camera. Ball out of bounds. It's going to go to Shenandoah. Cooper Allen brings the ball up. Shenandoah's going to slow it down a little bit here. Run a few offensive sets. Get some work in on their offense. Maddox Davis for three. Just short. Off the front of the rim. Randolph Southern pushes the ball up. Atkins. So Christian Dyer with the rebound pushes it. Cooper Allen, Maddox Davis, Aiden Music, Dyer, spin move, out to Music for three, just short. Atkins gets the rebound, and there's going to be a push, I think. It might be on Randolph. Yeah, it will be his first of the quarter for Shenandoah. So the clocks are pretty close, 5:04 left here. Cooper Allen defending. Austin passes out to Atkins. Atkins is a bull in a china shop, and that is going to be a Shenandoah ball. He wants to drive. He wants to score. He attacks the basket. Loves it. He attacks the boards as well. Carter Gray brings the ball up. Cooper Allen gets a rest. Gray over to Davis. Over to Gray. Music. Randolph. Music. Shenandoah being patient. Good shot by Randolph. Missed. I think Music was out of bounds. And Randolph Southern ball. 4:21 left. There we go. 25-2. That part is at least right. That's for right now. Randolph Southern passes it around the perimeter, looking for a shot, looking for Atkins. There's the inbound. Atkins up with the missed shot. Dyer has the ball. Randolph to Gray. Davis, Carter attacks. Tries to get it out to Dyer. Dyer drives. Passes back out to Maddox. Davis for a deep three. Hits it. Great shot, Maddox. Good. Great job tacking the basket, kicking it back out, letting our perimeter shooters shoot. Dyer committed the foul. His first of the game, team's second of the quarter. 28-2, 28-3. That is number 34, Kyron Pegg, for the first free throw. And now his second. Off the back of the rim. Gray with the rebound. Maddox, Davis. There's Carson fighting inside, knocking the ball out. That's going to be another foul. I think Cooper Allen might pick that one up. Hit him in the head. Bo Atkins in the head as he's coming down with the rebound. Good backdoor pass. Good defense by Dyer and Allen. Davis comes up with the ball, kicks it out to Gray. Dyer dribbles, drives. A little floater in the lane, misses it, gets his own rebound. Back up and will get fouled going to the line shooting two. And Braden Austin picks up his third foul of the game. Dyer shooting, hits his first. So I think he'll check out probably for the rest of the half as he's in foul trouble here. And Dyer shoots the second, and sweet shot, hits it, 30-3. Well, deep three by Randolph Southern, missed. Dyer with the rebound, pushes it, gets it over to Davis. Gray, back to Dyer, he drives, turns, and kicks it back out to Gray. Maddox will take it from deep. Short. Nathan Carson with a little sky hook. Cooper Allen for three. Long. Davis now Gray for three. And miss will be Randolph Southern ball. I'm going to let the clock run here a little bit till we get caught back up. It's 1:55 left. And there we go. We are back in sync. 30-3 Shenandoah. Oh, there's a travel. He drug his pivot foot. Oh, shoot. Cooper Allen brings the ball across half court. Carson, Cooper, Maddox to Gray from the corner. Hits it, three. And there is 1:16 left in the quarter. All right, we're back on sync here. 33-3. Cooper, Maddox, looks good. Hits it. Good steal. Maddox loses the ball in the air. Nathan Carson tries to stop it. But it will go back out to we're going to Shenandoah ball. 52 seconds left, 36-3. Maddox. Cooper Allen gets, I thought he was going to get the roll out. Randolph Southern ball, 43 seconds left. 36-3. So we are pretty close on time. This clock and the actually official game clock. Of course, it actually should be the second quarter, not the first. Short. And there's a scrum on the floor. Cooper Allen with the rebound. Pushes it. Tries a nice adjustment. Cooper Allen with a great pass to Carter Gray. Carter Gray made that adjustment as he needed. 38-3, 35-point lead. Let's just start a running clock in the second half. We are at halftime for our first live stream experience. Hopefully it wasn't too terrible. Being solo and having to monitor the feed and the clock and all that stuff is a little crazy here. So we'll be back here in a few minutes. And while at our JV halftime, we'll have our young Shenandoah cheerleaders who are here at the cheer clinic this week, or today, this morning. They'll be doing a little bit of a performance. I'll try to get some sound of that and make sure that is uploaded for you, or be able to hear, so you guys can hear that. So, yep, here we go. Shoot off. Oops, off. On. All right, we are back here. Second half is just getting ready to kick off. And Shenandoah leads 38-3 here starting out the second half. I believe it will be a running clock from this point forward, so no stoppages, and for ball goes out of bounds, trout, those kind of normally what we'd think would stop for. Only for shooting fouls, I believe, and timeouts. So 38-3. Again, Shenandoah. Maddox Davis has 12 points and leads all scorers. Dyer, Gray, Cooper from the corner. Just short. Good rebound by Randolph. Back over to Cooper. Good pass. And I'm going to call that a pass for Dyer to Cooper Allen because, so Christian, if you're listening in the back, I'm going to call that a pass and give you an assist. Randolph Southern. And I think that's going to be a foul call. And I think they called that foul on music. Sorry about that. I was trying to figure out who they called it on. So working the clock will be much easier this half than it was that half. Randolph Southern 4-2. Gray, Cooper, Christian, Cooper, Gray. Randolph there. Cooper drives, draws the foul. And number 14, Jackson Wolfel picks up his foul, his second of the game. Music there, Cooper Allen. Christian Cooper. Aiden. Christian. Caden. Cooper to Carter. Aiden. Hits. Oh, there's going to hit it. Gray with the rebound. Music with the rebound. Music tried to throw it off. Randolph Southern player. Cooper picks it up. Ball's kind of flying all over the place. And Caden Randolph comes out of that kind of, and there's going to be a timeout. Shenandoah timeout. Caden Randolph picks up the foul, by the way. I think, his second of the game. So timeout. Shenandoah picks up their first. And the Shenandoah band is starting to check in. So it will get loud here in just a little bit. Both teams have 4 timeouts left. About 4:30 left here. Randolph Southern ball. Spin into the middle. Cooper with the deflection there. Christian Dyer. Aiden. Cooper. Aiden. Dyer looks around. Gives it to Randolph. One of the things we'll have to work on is camera placement, making sure we don't get fans standing up. But that'll happen. Do we get an ideal placement for the camera? Cooper, I think maybe drew the foul there as he was trying to go for the steal. Bo Adkins kind of was looking for the ball, looking for the pass, to pass the ball before even catching it, so it goes right through his hands, out of bounds. 40-5, 3 minutes left here in the third. Cooper brings the ball up. Maddox, jumper from the corner. Good poke out by Music. Aiden draws the foul. And I don't know if they're going to call a shooting. They are going to call a shooting foul. So the clock, no, they're not. There we go. Sorry about that. Cooper from three. Short. Randolph with the poke out. Good job swatting it to Cooper, to Dyer. Off the backboard. Gray, Cooper. Cooper tried to use the back. I love it. Or not Cooper. Carter tried to use the backboard. Misses, but tries to go for his own rebound, and it eventually ends up being a Randolph Southern ball out of bounds. Here, minute 28 left. That's pretty accurate if you're questioning my time skills. Randolph Southern brings the ball up. Good pass by Adkins. And that's going to be a foul, I believe, shooting two. All right, now there's 57 seconds left. So Braden Austin will shoot two. So yeah, 57 seconds left. I won't start the clock. Nathan Carson checks in for Randolph. And he misses both. Good take by Coop. Good deflection. Adkins has the ball at the wing. Austin thought about it. Attacks, passes out to Adkins. Cooper out with the rebound. 2-1, and that is the end of the quarter. Fourth quarter begin here just in a moment. 44-5. Cooper Allen is approaching Maddox Davis for the leading scorer. Maddox has 12. Cooper has 11. So it depends on who will get more playing time. I don't know if we'll see much of Maddox this quarter, as he's been getting some varsity minutes. over the last few games, and especially today, I think a few guys who have been dealing with some sickness, and so Maddox might be kind of called up a little bit more today. And I don't know how many we dressed for JV, and I don't know how much that'll mean for Cooper as well. So it's at 44-5. Get ready to start the fourth quarter here. We have a little bit of an extended time between JV and varsity. The ECI Youth Leagues teams will be announced. And I did not start on time. So we're about 5 seconds off. Deep three. Carter Gray with the rebound. Cooper Allen. On the floor we have Holden. Oh, Carter threw the ball out of bounds, but deflected by Randolph Southern. Holden Schuler checks in. Nathan Carson, Cooper Allen, Christian Dyer, and Gray are also out there. And Carter hits three. Drive, and there's going to be a foul there. I think on Nathan there, he picks up his second foul of the game, and I believe that will send them to the line. It will send Jackson Wolfel to the line, shooting 2. He misses the first off the back of the rim. And the second, off the front, Nathan Carson with the rebound. Cooper, Christian, Holden, tipped out of bounds by Randolph Southern, number 12, Sam York. Cooper Allen will reset the Shenandoah offense and take the shot and drains it. So Coop now is the leading scorer on the night for the JV. 13. Carter with that 3 is also at 13, so they're tied, co-leaders. Wolfel for the drive, missed. Cooper Allen I think he was going to pass to Nathan, but Nathan stumbled. But Carter hits 3. That was Austin for 2. Dyer stretches and brings in the pass back over to Cooper. Holden, Carter. Oh, heat check there by Mr. Gray. Randolph Southern ball 52-7. Carter Gray has 16. Cooper 13. Dave Maddox has 12. And Aiden Music looks like he'll check in. I'm assuming for Christian Dyer. There he goes. Randolph Southern brings the ball up. Warfel has the ball at the point, drives, looks to take it. And Nathan Carson with the block. Just a little to the right there, Carter. And misses it. Ball goes out of bounds. I think I was going to call a foul on Warfel. And that will be his 4th. Carter directing traffic. Nathan Carson with the ball in the corner. Looks to pass to Carter Gray. Christian Dyer. Music for three. Good attempt there, Nathan, for the rebound. Misses, but Randolph Southern brings the ball up court. And Music will get the foul there, kind of trying to reach behind and drew the foul. And that's the team third, his second. Cooper Allen checks in for Carter Gray. So maybe Coop has a chance to surpass Carter. Christian Bo Atkins here has the ball at the top. Austin for three off the front of the rim. Cooper brings down the rebound. Cooper for the drive. Tried to dish it off. Dyer over to Coop. Nathan Carson for three in the corner. Misses. Ball to bounds. Randolph Southern ball. 2:10 left. And Braden Austin brings the ball up for Randolph Southern. Looks like some Randolph Southern players will be checking in here shortly. Minute 50 left here in the fourth quarter. Holden with the rebound. And that's going to be a foul on Wolfel. His fifth. He'll foul out. Team second. And so you'll see several players check in here. 42, Garrett Hummel. 30, Peg is in. Sam York is in. Brett Southwood is in. Holden misses, gets the rebound, but they're going to call foul, I think, on Randolph. Yeah, Randolph's third. Team fifth. That's team fourth. So, and just in time, Justin Hummel, or Hellman, checks in. A lot of I know. He said there's a lot of cords checked in.
Wow.
Okay.
This is really fancy. This is awesome.
All right, and a lot of stuff happened there, most of which the Justin game. And there'll be a travel, end of game, 52-10, Shenandoah.
Wow.
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 Yeah, so welcome.
So it's kind of fun running upstairs because when you get down and sit on the mic, your heart's pumping. Your breath, you're like, wow, I was like, it was just such an exciting game I just watched. No, I just ran up the bleachers for the first time in about maybe 5 years. And
Well,
so I'm out of breath.
Yeah, I get that. Woo. So we have about 10 minutes left before, right, 10 minutes, yeah. Before the start of the varsity match.
They're doing a cheerleading and
recognizing, yep. We'll stay here. I'm not going to shut down the stream or anything in 20 minutes. What am I thinking? They have 20 minutes on the clock. And we'll be right back. All right. Sorry. Whoa. Yeah, I got to change all the scores, all that stuff. So,
Is there a way to get the ringing out of my ears?
was there ring? There wasn't ringing in my ears.
A little bit of
You know,
that is one cool switchboard though too.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, if you guys are out there listening to us, I don't know if you're on yet or not, but Coach Freeze has really got this thing set up pretty cool.
We worked on it, for a while today
and yesterday. That's why I know that you weren't able to come to the game yesterday.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of setting some stuff up out here.
Right now, they're going to start introducing the ECI teams, boys teams. So you'll see them all running out. You see.
Yeah, we don't quite have a roster. Now I know why.
There's a lot of them.
So crowded right now.
Yes. Well, not just that. There was also at the JV game, the JV halftime was the cheer clinic. Cheerleaders came out and did a halftime presentation.
They did it at halftime of the JV game?
Yes.
Okay.
So you got all the cheer clinic parents.
That's why we'll start seeing a lot of parents kind of fading out at
maybe.
this point.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully not, but maybe. And
I can see a big chunk right in front of me of bleacher space that has just now opened up.
Yes.
Which is awesome. They came to the game.
Yes.
Watched the JV win 52-10.
Yes.
So it's really nice to see the young kids, because I know the high school boys that are here right now have worked their way up through this ECI league. Mm-hmm. Coming together, second, third graders, working their way up together as a team, as a group. That's one of the things that we've talked about. You know, this young group, young class of basketball players that we have on varsity and JV and C, they have been playing together for a long, long time. And here's where we're starting to see that next wave.
Right.
Somebody once told me that you got to expect to get 3 good players to stay together in football and in basketball. If you get 3 of them to stay together, that's a great class.
Okay.
And that's what's really cool about some of these classes we have right now in varsity. There's more than 3. So it's pretty cool.
Yes, absolutely.
I love how there's different uniforms, different styles, because you can tell the coaches are the ones responsible for kind of creating their style for their team. So each one of them kind of represents what they needed to do for that team.
Absolutely.
I think it's pretty cool. Is that the 5th and 6th grade down there? 5th? Is it 5th?
5th, maybe.
It'd be nice to have like a sheet or roster of what they've done and how many have won. I know the 5th graders there, Mr. Carson, Big Daddy John Carson.
Yeah.
He brags about how well they do, where they go and do down at the. Sometimes they'll do their travel down at the French Creek stuff.
Oh yeah.
Playing Noblesville, Lapels.
Yep. So yeah, that was the 5th
teams.
grade there. 6th grade is over here because you see Peyton Hill and. Bevins is coming out. He broke his foot earlier this week.
Playing basketball?
Playing basketball. Well, playing basketball in the middle school gym, wrestling. Yeah. Before an actual
game.
The game here against Westel. And so this must be.
Rolling on the 7th grade.
Do they have a 7th grade ECI?
It might just be.
Yes.
Might be the 7th grade team.
Yes, it is.
Because then the 8th grade's coming out.
Yeah. And they are 7th grade, or at least 8th grade won Henry County tournament. 7th grade, I don't know if they did or not. Can't remember. But I remember seeing that the 8th grade team did for sure.
Yeah. We have a little bit more keen eye on the 8th graders because we're looking at what kind of next year's crop of freshmen that we're going to get from a football perspective. So
absolutely.
It's not that we're, avid basketball fans up here that know everything that goes on. But, I mean, and we are going to do a better job, which is really cool about this stuff that you're putting together here is, this is going to bring light to a lot of the behind the scenes or different things that the programs are doing. I mean, not just the main three, like the core three. You're looking deeper. I mean, we're looking all kinds of stuff. Chess, esports, band, FFA, the things that go on outside of this, the horse riding championships, the pool championships, all the stuff that we represent as DOAs that we don't know that's out there, and that's what you're going to be bringing with this.
Yeah, I was saying during the, you know what, I need to do something real quick, so we're going to be right back. Hopefully this works. Here we go. I told the guys that we would try to get that video going. There's only about half of it, but I just went just half of it.
Get the timing down.
Yeah,
Woo.
they're getting ready to come out, so we'll work on that for next year.
Yeah.
But here they are.
There we go. They got a little bit more pep in their step tonight.
Yeah, and I'll try. We'll share that video again right about 3 minutes before the actual start of the game, before the announced lineups.
And then here comes Randolph Southern.
Yes. So one of the maybe not
a little bit
great,
smaller of a team that we're used to seeing.
Right.
Graduated the big guy from last year.
Joe.
Yep.
Yep.
And not very many numbers, unless the JV's kind of getting ready.
Yeah, the JV they may be changing. I have rosters, by the way, for you.
Oh.
You know, we have to be careful now.
Uh-oh.
Because the now people can hear back, and they can clip, and they can be like, "Hey, Hellman, you said this," or "Freeze, you said this."
Uh-oh.
And then
and we can say no, we didn't, and before we can say no, you didn't, and no one can find it.
Right.
Now it's clipped out there.
And the kids are excited. Players are all asking me today as they were warming up and came in early, and like, "Is it going to be on tonight? Is it going to be on? I'm going to watch it afterwards. I'm going to watch it afterwards."
Oh man.
So if we mess up, I'm afraid they're going to be like Monday morning going to be
Talk
like.
about putting pressure on us amateurs up here.
Yeah, there's a whole different audience now, I think.
Oh, some of the mo money, mo problems. When you move up in the world, man, you just got a lot more people looking at you.
I figure, like, we need to put a disclaimer down in the bottom corner.
Every time anytime we speak, it flashes. Not a professional.
Not professional, and does not reflect the
however,
the opinions of the school
I don't know.
corporation.
Yeah, I didn't know if I told you this, but I got my certification on the IA or the NFHS little certification thing that we have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like we have an app. Yeah, that. I got one. I got the cert.
For broadcasting?
Yeah.
Well, see, you are way more
advanced
than I am. So
hey, when there's a certification out there, I go and try and get it because that's all I got is nothing but time.
Yes. Well, I don't know about that. Your wife might disagree with you on that one.
Well, we don't want to put things out here that they can rewind and flashback,
right.
So we will keep the wife out of it.
That's right.
Goodness, man, I'm smiling ear to ear. This is pretty exciting stuff. I mean, how are you feeling about all of it?
I was stressed, and like it was hard today because today's like just the test of what it would be like or what it can be like, and then figuring out like what needs to be done after. Like, okay, what else do we need to kind of, like more room, right?
Yeah, like this is as crammed and jammed as we've been.
Cable routing and power supplies.
And we definitely look like my living room, where
Right.
the back of the TV's got wires going everywhere, and I'm happy that everything's plugged in, but I have no idea how to hide it.
But as kids were finding out, even more so, like, kids, we had announcements about the club, but kids oftentimes don't always listen to announcements. Surprise, surprise. But as I was talking with kids this week about it, they're like, I want to be more, I want to do this, or I want to do that. Now, like, they're like, well, can we do this? Can we do like a news channel where we do news for the announcements, or like Shenandoah News?
Yeah.
And so I'm probably going to be doing a sister channel, like Shenandoah's news channel, right? SNN.
It was funny because
Shenandoah News Network, that's what it is.
We were driving, because I ask all kinds of weird questions for my family. Just out of the blue, I'll just come up with something. And one of the things was, what would we name the channel?
Right.
And we came up with some funky ones.
Hey, the funky's good.
And we were talking about Doa has been played out a little bit, so it's like you can't really call it Doa TV.
Oh yeah.
So, and I was very simple with it. And I kind of said, the SSC TV, Shenandoah School Corporation, just keeps it simple, so you can, because you're always like WHR or WTHR.
Right.
It's easy to remember when there's just little abbreviations.
Right.
Let me ask you this, though. A little throwback to some old TV shows probably in the 80s, late 80s. What was the station that they did the sitcom in Cincinnati?
WKRP.
Yes, I love it, because we'll never forget it, because that's what they came out and they charmed it.
Right.
God, that's good stuff. I still don't hardly know what they did when they did it, but I think it was like right before I was told to go to bed. That's what came on.
Oh, sure.
And I heard the.
I mean, do you remember the episode Thanksgiving?
Yes.
About the frozen, or they're dropping live turkeys.
Yes.
Off the airport. Yeah, that's the classic episode, right?
Yes.
But kids have great ideas. We're going to be doing some interviews this week. I've already scheduled some with our esports coach, our softball coach, baseball coaches. Hopefully by the weekend we'll have those up, and then we'll do our golf and our tennis and track and field coaches. I have an in with them, and just kind of put out a little bit of like what's happening.
Yeah, it kind of brings you to that one movie of If You Build It, They Will Come.
Yeah,
and this has been something that's been a dream for so long, and then all of a sudden you just kind of, with the help of the task grant from Henry County Community Foundation, which is a great foundation for our county. There's a lot of scholarships, a lot of grants that are given out to non-for-profits to be able to support and do things for the kids in the community. The other thing is the task, which gets kids involved. Each school has a representative, 2 representatives from each class from that school that goes to this meeting to give out task grants. So you're able to get the task grant from them to help support this, which is what they do, right? That's what they want to do. They want to plant the seed money into this to get something to grow, to create more exploratory stuff. Hey, you got it. There you go. Boom. Special thanks to Henry County Community Foundation and the task grant for making this possible.
Yeah, it was just something really quick I put together. Obviously, we'll do something better than this, but
that's awesome.
And
that was unprompted, right? I'm spitting right into it.
Nothing.
So beautiful, though, that there's so many people out there that are willing to help and do things. And if you have a dream to be able to go out there and do it, make the effort. Find somebody, get help, and then go get the money to start it, and then see where it's going to go.
Right. And it'll get kids involved. The kids, this is something kids do anyway. Zane Mitchell made the hype video that we'll show, or that we just showed.
Yeah, they probably did last year.
And they wanted to post it.
This whole TikTok stuff that's out there, the Instagram stuff, they are a lot smarter than we are.
Absolutely, especially with technology and video editing and all that stuff. So giving them more opportunity that they can put this in a portfolio. They can say, hey, I did this.
Give them a platform, get the experience, get some certifications, get some more knowledge. Maybe there's a kid that says, I want to try to do it, but then they try it and they realize it shouldn't be doing it. Now we got it out of the way.
Right. Or something fun, something different.
Not going to call certain people out yet, but we already found out some reliability.
Right.
Being able to ask if they're going to be able to do it, and they blacked out. But then we found people that could help out in a pinch.
Yeah, and having, several students couldn't be here who were a part of this because of like, hey, this is my weekend activity with, another parent.
Yeah, the commitments.
Yeah, other commitments. This happened. It was kind of, I actually got all the equipment on Friday. So, Friday after school, I'm like running around.
Yeah.
And so kids are like, oh, I don't know if I can. And so I wanted to at least get it going because next weekend I won't be here. And we're going to make sure somebody knows how to do this.
Don't ask me to do it. I'm the voice.
Yeah.
I'm not the brains. So and everybody out there listening that knows me knows that.
Yeah. It's pretty simple, but I'm not going to lie. Yeah, it's pretty simple.
All right, so we're coming up on about 11 minutes to go before the game. Let's talk some basketball. Unless you want to take a little bit of a break.
Go ahead.
Something to eat. Chick-fil-A's here. That's surprising to me. Like, what's going on with the Chick-fil-A? Fundraiser?
It's a fundraiser for post-prom, maybe.
Question mark?
Yeah, it's a fundraiser.
Speaking of fundraising, got some caramel corn for the Shenandoah Scholarship Foundation.
Yep. So yeah, Jesse Armstrong brought it in. I don't know if it could be post-prom or it could be cheerleaders. I don't really know.
Well, you weren't able to go down there to see the sign that's there, so
yes.
It's not fair for you to answer that question because we're stuck up here in the perch.
That's right. And I did tell her, though, I would buy one when I saw her bringing it in.
You got it. All right, now 10 minutes, 20 seconds left to go before the game. Let's see what we can get some basketball stuff in here. So what did you think of last night's game?
Well, I didn't watch a ton of it because I actually did watch it online. First and foremost, missing two key guys who were out with sickness, who look like they're dressing today.
Yes.
One of them is a starter. One of them, fifth, sixth man, or
Blaine and Garrett.
Blaine and Garrett.
Yeah,
I think hurts because Lapel's tall, and the Judge brothers are tall and really good shooters.
Yes.
And so,
they were very on point last night.
Right.
There was seldom any misses. When we talk about the game post-game today to some in-laws and stuff like that, everybody was saying that kid doesn't miss.
Right.
And I remember him missing a few times in the third quarter because I thought we had hope. And then he squashed that pretty quickly after that. And, very good team. I mean, they were, 15 for 16, so they've lost one game in the last 16 games.
Yeah.
They lost 4 games at the beginning of the season. Two of their losses came from Anderson, which is going to be,
4A school.
Yeah, a longer in the tournament kind of. They've been prepping themselves to get to a good run. The other one's to Wabahani, which early in the season that was a pretty big one.
Yep.
And I think the Pendleton and then double overtime loss to Frankton, which was like the second game of the season. So it's a rival game, So everybody probably came out to play, and they just lost a double overtime game. To give them a loss. Sure. Great looking team. They have a lot of the parts to it. The way we played was, you can tell we were missing our energy with the two guys being out.
Yeah.
One of the things that I mentioned to on the road home was we're an emotional team. We can live high off of our emotions, and we can live low off of our emotions. And last night, every time we had a chance to be able to get high on our emotion, they squashed, like Lapel just squashed it.
Right.
It was just like, boom, get back.
Sure.
And what I was very impressed with, and we do this as coaches, is yes, you're going to lose, but what do you gain out of it? What can you deal with the adversity of this? And I thought 2 to 3 players showed up really well during that adversity moment. And those 3, A.J. Dimmick really kind of started scoring, found his range a little bit there. Hayden Hubbard wasn't scared very much on pulling the trigger and made some key threes to get close, get it within 15, 13. And then seeing Aiden Coffey come off the bench, and he drove the ball a little bit more, a little bit neurotic with some of the dribbling, and kind of getting, but he had more faith in where he was trying to go.
Uh-huh.
Probably would have liked to seen him. I don't know how many people are listening, but flop a little bit more because he's the skinnier guy. So when he goes up against the bigger guys, they had a really good sophomore there. That his hair was poofy, and I always think poofy hair helps.
Yes,
with calls.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think I remember some of that.
So, I can't remember that kid's name at UCLA that had it for at least 3 years out there. He was a little short point guard. Always wore a fro, but that fro would just bounce everywhere. So those are the three that kind of stood out to me last night. Hagan did a really good job of rebounding and not playing scared with the big guys. He took it to them, but they were much better at the shooting. I mean, we'd miss, they get a rebound. They missed, they got their rebound, and if they missed, but they didn't really miss. So, my overall take on last night's game, I'm not sure, getting the news if two of our players are not going to be there helped, and then just trying to kind of fight through some of it. I thought we did fight through some of it, but I didn't feel like we were going to win that game from the very tip-off.
Right.
They got to an 8-2 lead, and just they never looked back. Cannon got into foul trouble, so I'm always nervous about back-to-back games, about the attrition and trying to have that energy level of being able to play. So Randolph Southern coming into this one's probably a good game to have after a tough schedule so far. What do you think?
I agree. This could be a trap game, and I feel sometimes we play down a little bit. To teams maybe that we shouldn't.
That has been some of the stuff that we've heard from some of our guests too.
Yeah,
is just that we played to the competition.
Right, and I would like to see like a little bit more of like, hey, to really put a team away early, right? To really have the intensity throughout the game, but especially I would say killer instinct.
You just did.
Yeah, to really kind of put a team away.
Sorry,
early.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm going to interrupt.
Yeah, the JV team, they kind of showed that.
Yeah.
They jumped out on a lead, and then they kept it and got to a running clock at halftime. Honestly, I can't tell you how very much about Randolph Southern. I know Noah Allen, number 12, is their leading scorer. He's a sophomore. That's all I know about him. I also know they're 1-15. So we have a very special man coming up here.
Hey.
Scott Widener. So, yeah.
And we're live.
And you can see him in the video if you just saw.
Yeah.
He's the new middle school principal. We're super excited about that. He'll be starting here in about 2 weeks, I hope.
Yeah, I'm not sure about
two
how
and a half weeks, end of the month.
Yeah.
But 3 minutes. But anyway, so I just hope that they come out with that intensity, that their legs aren't overly tired. Two guys who are being sick. Hopefully they can.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think what you're trying to say here is the first 2 minutes of this game is really going to dictate how we're going to come out and play, and then sustain it throughout the next quarter after that.
Right.
We've always had that lull third quarter. What are we trying to figure out, and how do we kind of bounce with that?
Right. I'll be right back.
And Coach Freeze is he just jumps off the mic and he's trying to find somebody to be able to move the camera here. Right now, 2 minutes, 47 seconds. Well, there's a little delay, so you got about 3 minutes left. It looks like we have about a 20-second delay on the live. We got a delay. Like, there's a little delay on this, so.
Yes.
So do we say it as 2:25, and then it shows up when we talk at the 2:25 mark?
So the video and the audio are together.
Okay.
So there should be. And actually,
So when
I'll
I say
go
it's
back,
2 minutes left to go,
they'll see it's 2 minutes left.
2 minutes left to go. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So this is actually wrong, actually. So there's even a little bit more of a delay than this. I started the clock wrong.
Oh,
So I'm
that's
the
on
one
you.
who has to go. Yeah.
They see that.
They
see that?
No, unfortunately not yet.
Okay.
They see this.
All right, so there is a delay, technically, for them.
I mean, I can change the clock.
I'll tell you here in a little bit. Ready? 34 now. Oh, you're going to. All right, go to 1 minute. Oh, boom.
Oh shoot.
Delayed.
So
just go to 1 minute.
Yeah.
As we figure out all these glitches.
Well,
and you are with us to be able to go learn this journey with us. You can hear it, you can see it. We're getting all the little finite details ironed out. If you want to partake and be a part of this program to be able to help us, go ahead and email Mr. Freeze at, what is your email?
jfreeze@shenandoah.us.
jfreeze@shenandoah.k12.in.us.
Yep.
Or
you can just send a check to Jesse Armstrong.
There we go.
Here we go. We're getting ready to do a
national anthem.
National anthem, and I screwed up again. 8 minutes, right?
On the clock?
We're going to put 8 minutes on the clock.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're going to do
We
national.
better.
Yep.
You started it, you know.
Oh, fudge. Turn me off. All right. We are back. Yeah, so this is you. This is me. Independent. All that.
All by ourselves.
So Randolph Southern's starters.
As the infamous, is this
Tayson
the Who
Stewart.
Are You?
Who Are You?
Yeah.
The Who?
The Who. It's probably one of the easiest songs I ever win in trivia.
Ronnie Dodson, number 3.
Who sings
The
Who Are You?
Who Are You?
The Who, duh. You ask me any other ones, and I pretty much lose.
Number 2, Brody Mills. I missed him there. Number 12, Noah Allen. And number 30, Ian Vance. So Tayson Stewart, Brody Mills, Ronnie Dodson.
And the glow in the dark.
Noah Allen and Ian Vance.
There it is. Does it freak you out, boys?
There you
go. I don't care. I still, man, I don't know how many times I'll talk about it, but so awesome when the. Well, get your starters.
Yeah, Zane Mitchell, obviously.
Boom.
Sophomore starter. Cannon is going next. I thought it was going to be Johnny, but I have to go by numbers. Cannon Case, number 10. Johnny Howard, number 22, goes back into the starting lineup. Hayden Hubbard, number 23. And senior, number 15, Hagen Tomlinson. Boom, boom, boom.
So, again, a different, I think it's the same lineup from last night,
Yes.
but a different starting lineup from before.
Yep. Slightly. It's kind of going back to an older lineup we went to near about.
Cannon, I don't think was in that starting. This is the first time not first time, but we're starting to see the bigs together.
Yes.
And then Johnny coming off the bench right after we got done talking about how he likes his role coming off the bench. And then he finds himself starting the last two games.
Well, you know, I don't think he's going to turn down a starting role either.
No, I get that too. Zane and Hagen kind of being the guys that have started all season.
So I'm the one who has to do the scoreboard on that the people online
keep it
see.
updated.
Yeah. So Cannon Case with the rebound. Hubbard pushes. We have Peyton.
You're going to travel already? So that's going to be an interesting thing because last night it seemed that they were giving him a little bit leeway on those extra steps. Here, I didn't see what he was doing because we were looking at some chords. Zane with the steal here. Zane trying to set up the play. Let me see this roster.
Oh, sorry, it's underneath. Hubbard here in the corner.
1-2 and missed off the glass off the front of the rim there.
Easy layup there. Tomlinson will convert next time I know it.
Oh, yeah, trying to learn some of these names here.
That's right.
Their numbers are a little difficult to see.
Yeah,
they're dark jerseys.
There are.
So Allen takes it, dribbles in, passes it over to Stewart. Stewart kind of takes it back up. They hand it off to the top of the key, passing it down. Oh, it's a good triangle here where they're getting some open looks. Lapel did that to us our opening possession and ends up making a three-pointer right there. So Ian Vance being able to get the first 3 points of the game.
He's a senior, so for them, I would expect him to be kind of somebody they're going to rely on outside of also Noah Allen.
Yeah, I'll learn off the shoes here.
There you go, Cannon.
Cannon takes it. I like how he went to the basket, not really scared about getting pushed out of the lane and being off balanced, and then kissed it off the glass to get two. He's going to be a kid that we're going to want to see have a big game tonight. And a three-pointer there to go up 6-2. So Ronnie Dotson with the three-pointer, and Cannon answers right back.
Right-hand layup. Good take by Cannon, being aggressive down low.
A little soft full-court press here, waiting for them to get it in the corner. Hubbard leaving his feet just gives them an easy chance to dribble around.
Exactly.
Vance takes it, kind of sitting in the corner, looking to see what to do with it. Passes up to Allen. Allen over to Stewart. Dotson. Is that Dotson? Nope, 0. Yep, Stewart.
0.
I was right first. Should win with my gut. All right. Up there, passing around the perimeter a little bit, watching some cutters, seeing where they can get it down. Doesn't look like they've got much of a post presence.
No, yeah.
So our 2-3 zone here.
There's Allen. Right hand, they're going to get fouled.
That's interesting. So, I mean, with us being in a 2-3 zone, we don't want to have that happen because we want to keep everything in front of us. Cannon getting a little bit out or displaced from the block, and, number 12 there, Noah Allen, was able to kind of slide next through him up and in for an and one. I guess they're going to call maybe the body. Yeah, I didn't see what he referenced.
I mean,
Cannon put up his hands to be able to not get hacked down, and then they called him with his knee. Allen taking advantage of the and one and making it a 9-4 game.
Pretty strong shooter.
A little pure rotation.
And definitely a kid who obviously drove there to draw the foul. Good job. Oh, Hagen missed the right-hand layup.
Hagen drives in there. It looked like it was wide open.
It was a good take.
Replay might show a little bit of maybe his feet got twisted up. Just a kind of a little weird shot there on the glass.
Replay will be next year, most likely.
That's kind of hoping you have it today.
No. Off.
Dotson with the three-pointer trying to shoot.
Hagan with the rebound.
Johnny
pushes
bringing it up.
And it looks like the game plan here is
get it to Cannon.
Get it to Cannon. Get it underneath.
Yeah. There's not much height, right? We kind of noticed that in the pregame. We don't have anything tall.
Thrown out of bounds.
A souvenir or no? It went close there to Mrs. Melton. Bounces out. Well, then Miss Marshall comes over to kind of let her all know to spread out. Well, kudos to Miss Marshall and the band for playing the national anthem. I don't know if you got to hear it, but
they might have heard it a little bit.
There's always a little weirdness going places and seeing if the band can handle it. Some places they don't let the bands do it.
Yeah.
They just play it on the song. Johnny's wide open, takes his 1-2 step, and it goes in. That's nice to see when nobody's guarding you, good pure shooters are able to put those away.
Right.
Always nerve-wracking, though, because you kind of like, so much time.
Garrett May checks in, by the way.
Yeah,
I was afraid
I just noticed
Hubbard had a little bit of a screen there, and I thought they were going to call that. They called a little tight one on him last night, but he said a strong pick against Hubbard. Yeah.
Well, the one that last night I saw was more of they called it with the kind of pushed. All right. This is the travel guy right here in front of us. And I was like, they just 1-2'd it, and then he did, is he going to call it or not? I think he allowed them to call it, so it looks like he's going to be a little tight on the travel calls. Tight or, I don't know. Do you call it tight, or you just say that's the right call? You're right with
Cannon
the game plan.
Oh, yeah. Cannon was wanting that lofted.
He was in good position. I just think.
Good drop step.
I think Cannon went to bed last night dreaming about this game.
Say, hey, foul trouble this. So again, that little 2-2-1, three-quarter court, half court, or full court press. And then drop back down to the 2-3 zone here.
Kind of interesting because Cannon looks like he's kind of using up all of his moves,
Get to work on all of them.
Yeah.
And
getting
Allen
the ball
for
down
three.
there. Man.
That was nice.
Puts it right in. Then we get a timeout from
Shenandoah.
Coach Ellsworth. Might be my favorite outfit. Simple, pure, enough tones. I mean, shoes matching the shirt this time, not the belt. I think I'm with it. All right, can they respond and stuff out here? Good.
They can if they want to engage in the chat. More, they can more than feel free to do so. I was
so we
earlier,
get to see.
Yeah. We got asked earlier about the audio, and Mrs. Barentine responded, yes, the audio was good. So if there's any questions, any problems, dude, put it in the chat, and we'll hopefully see it.
Well, we got 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. It's a Randolph Southern game. However, it looks like Cannon is going to be the leading scorer tonight. That was a straight-up shot over and over. I don't know how you would say that, but some hands down there. So Cannon's going to want to try to be a little bit more physical, probably on the block. All right. So they let that one kind of go. Look at Garrett tracking it down. Had to get rid of it because he's dragging his back foot. That was, a little frustrating because you don't want him to be able to throw the ball away like that, but kind of good bounce on our end.
Oh, yep.
And then Blaine checking in.
Blaine's coming in. Blaine was also not feeling well earlier this week. Letting the game clock catch up to our clock.
Garrett getting it. AJ's in the game, kind of dribbling around, kicks it over to Blaine to Zane. And then Garrett, Cannon wasn't ready for it. Garrett kicks it over there to him. Right now they're kind of weaving around to get good shots. Cannon with a good, thought he was going to come down with it, but.
Yes, I thought we were getting with a good rebound.
Oh, definitely. A block.
That's going to be a block. There's a block call there on, that I think many Shenandoah fans disagreed with.
I didn't see that as a block, but maybe he was inside the circle.
They don't have a circle.
I don't know where
Cannon
that guy
checks
came
out,
from.
gets a brief break.
Oh, we're diving. Oh, shoot. Oh, and uh-oh. AJ's got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kind of
goes against the
scramble,
grain.
loose ball drill.
Takes a shot. It was a two-pointer anyway. No over and back. It was he blocked it. How is that possible?
I don't know
I don't know. If you know more about it than I do, go ahead and put it in the chat. Be able to explain to me why that would be over and back if he shoots the ball, it gets blocked, and he still wasn't able to get possession of it.
Allen with a good drive.
Goodness gracious.
Right hand.
I think we're giving them a little bit of momentum, giving them some belief that they can win this game.
Like I said, this is one of the areas I wanted to see us break.
Oh,
there
yeah,
you
good
go.
cut. And he puts it in, and then we don't get the N1 call. But I'm not down there.
Clock is off,
I'm
by the
up
way.
here.
48 seconds left.
The shot clock?
Yes.
The shot clock's off.
Well,
So Allen's impressing me because he looks like he's trying to.
he's just a good basketball player.
Yeah, he's trying to penetrate inside there and create some confusion on this 2-3 defense, and that opens up so some of his teammates are going to be able to get shots in certain areas. It'd be interesting on how the adjustment of what Coach Ellsworth and staff do for this 2-3.
Yeah, do you go man-to-man and put something like Blaine on Allen? Or you're
I mean, we have a different personnel in here too, so Garrett May was there to be able to deflect that. I don't know if he got a piece of it, but he gave him a little bit of a scare. But dang, I mean, one quarter down, 16-13, Randolph Southern winning right now. So
sorry. My
Yeah.
camera kid left, so I'm getting another camera girl.
he got one. Got one quarter in.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, yeah, sorry about that.
So it's very interesting. I look over at the scoreboard and I was like, all right, what's our leading scores right now? And obviously, you know that Allen is leading scorer over there for Randolph Southern with 8. But when I look at our roster, right now we currently have nobody in the game that's got any points yet, which probably is because Cannon's not in there because he's been getting the ball and going. I don't know if I've seen anybody else, score yet. But 13-16 started the second quarter. See what we do with it.
Absolutely. I'm trying to get some. I'm not having hiccups. Great.
Nothing like having the hiccups. Look at Chick-fil-A's getting sold down there. Zane dribbling around. Aiden Coffee dribbling, getting to the spot that he needs to feel comfortable with, and a little off.
Yeah, he didn't really. Didn't fully have that full extension that I think he would normally want on his.
From our angle, we did see kind of a little bit more of a fadeaway to it. He's one right now. Travel.
Maybe a travel, right?
Yeah. He was probably looking or expecting to get some resistance there with the body, and they slid a little bit out of the way and just kind of dragged his feet. No harm, no foul. Scoreless second quarter so far. Blaine in the game, kind of looking, assessing, kicks it over to Hagan. Hagan pump fakes, spin, kicks, goes up, gets pushed from behind, I think.
Draws a foul.
Either
should
tripped.
Be shooting 2.
Let's see what kind of symbol he signals over here. Push or hack down. Oh, he did the number, then the foul, and then shooting.
Yeah.
So that would have been, what did he say, 40, 30?
30.
Okay. So Vance picks up his first foul. And Randolph Southern with the first foul of the game.
First quarter, second quarter.
I think it's of the game, but might have to rewind to find out. There you go, Hagan.
2 in.
Brings us within 1 point now, so 15-16. Which you can see on the screen. There you
Hagan
go.
with the steal.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, there's going to be a foul.
And Zane on the ground, but I don't think we've gotten enough quarters in for the mop.
Well, Zane's a sweaty kid.
Yeah, I mean, how quickly does he sweat up, though, where the mop has to come in?
Yeah.
I don't see a sheen on the ground from the light.
I don't see
deflection.
the mops out.
Oh, that's a shame.
So somebody text one of our administrators over
Coach
there.
Cross.
Yeah.
Nice 1-2. Pump fake. Get it in. That was
That's
easy.
a great. You see Zane on Vance. I think that there's a physical mismatch there.
Yeah.
Zane's just a bigger, stronger kid, at least in my opinion, than I think what Vance is. And so just
timeout from the coach on Randolph Southern there. Brian Stewart. Going to take a 30-second. Kind of maybe to figure out how to get past this soft press.
Yeah, there's a little bit of trap coming, and I think he's like, hey, where's the help coming from?
Yeah. Plus, with the personnel that we've got in there, it's probably a little bit of a different game plan, how to deal with that. Oh, man. So, we got a couple of bleachers full on the left side. A little empty space here in front of us due to the cheerleading and the announcements of the ECI. But all in all, good crowd. I think if we keep getting good at this, I mean, people are going to start going home wanting to watch it, you know? I would.
Don't tell Mr. Sikowski that.
I don't see him down there. He's probably watching us or listening to us right now, trying to figure out, is this a failure or not?
He might be. He's been out sick.
There we go, Johnny with the hands.
Johnny hit with the
poking
steal.
it around, going
Back
right down the middle. Nobody stops the ball. Hagan gets it, puts it in for 2. That was a good transition. I liked how they spread out, came up with their lanes. Johnny went down, always looking to try to pass. He gave him the lane.
He realized there's nobody stepping up to stop him.
He could have took it. Unselfishly giving it to Hagan as the cutter, getting the 2.
Exactly, once there was a commitment. So the 1-3-1 here by Shenandoah. Hubbard up top. Zane's going to be running the baseline. And there's a thrown over and back.
Oh, and Hagan hustling. The grit guy.
There you go.
Put it in for 2.
Hub.
That's right. The grinder. Finding a way to hustle down there. They didn't want to touch it to create that over
back. But then
but the hustle that he was able to get down there and get it was beautiful.
And you need to, I would have touched it so you don't have that happen, right?
Right.
3-pointer.
Oh.
Dang.
Dotson just says, all right, you guys have some momentum. I'll just take it away. Now, we didn't get a chance to tell you, he snuck in there during that 30-second, but Jeffries has checked in the game for Randolph Southern. Probably give him a little bit of a break, get some minutes spread around there for some energy. We do a lot of cutting.
Oh,
it didn't look like he was able to get too squared up on that shot.
Yeah.
Rushed it a little bit, but
Johnny, your back left foot was out.
that was a pendulum effect there. Hagan jumped, hit Stewart. Stewart then hit Zane. Zane was like, "Come on, man!" But it was Zane, or Zane got the blunt of what Hagan did.
Right.
One of those. You'll probably see this on Sunday tomorrow. A guy push another guy, and that guy pushes another guy, and the other guy turns around and says, "Why you push me, man?" And it ends up being
it wasn't my fault.
It was the other dude. It was your teammate, bro. And yes, I got bro in there. Bruh. Look at Stewart. As Dots in there kind of going up for a layup. Wasn't close enough to the basket that he thought he was.
Hubbard driving baseline.
Driving into that corner. That baseline always scares me. Johnny showing off a little bit of his dribbling skills. That would have been nice to hit that one. Johnny gets it. Looks at the cutter. Gets it to Hagan. They crash down on him. They kick it back out. And Zane's like, let's kind of reflect.
So they're kind of going into a man here, and they've been in man for a few possessions now.
Yeah, little switches.
But kind of getting beat up a little bit on that 2-3.
Well, that was a dangerous pass. Hagan is able to pull it down, drive right in. Hey, yeah,
Foul.
I don't. You could give it to any one of those three. It depends on who he's going to give it to. I got one number is a 2. So what do we get? Jeffries.
Yes.
So foul on Trenton Jeffries there, the 6'2 forward, 6'2 junior forward. And Hagan misses the front end of that. A little bit of a, I don't know if you didn't get to see him, but Carson Brookbank walking up the middle here.
They realize the where they normally sit is packed now.
It's got a lot of cameras and a lot of cords.
Yeah, a lot of cameras and cords.
It looks a little dangerous up here. Hagan making one of the 2 to be able to put us up there about a 3-point lead.
We can do math.
The momentum shift is here.
I think they've stepped up their defensive intensity.
Oh,
and they're
Jeffries with a little bit of a different angle, and we went back.
There you
all right,
go.
now we're finding our speed, our groove a little bit here.
Pushing more offensively off of misses. Defense creating
hustling
offense.
down court, being able to create those points off of those turnovers, or missed shots. Something that Coach Ells has probably been asking for so long. Number 2 there, Brody Mills.
Rebound.
Shoots a little hard off the glass. They hustle back, get back on defense. Zane goes in.
Nice take, Zane.
Now that would have prompted a nice and one from the crowd, but we didn't get one.
Oops.
So this will be a good time to be able to give a shout out to our guest on the third quarter, which is our new superintendent, Doctor.
Yeah. I don't know about new, but yeah.
I mean, you can't say. He's not brand new. I'm not going to say he's brand new, but new. It's his second year, right?
Second year, yes.
Yeah,
2.5 years in.
Compared to what we had before?
Yeah, that's fair.
You said you couldn't say new.
Well,
I'm explaining to you why I would say new.
Okay.
He's newer to us.
Yes, Dr. Kyle Barentine will be here. Dr. B, Mr. B.
Is that what you call him? Dr. B?
Or, KB.
Yeah, KB's.
Yeah, KB.
I think that's what he likes.
Yeah.
I know.
I just give him the respect of doctor.
I was going to say, what do you think about that? Because there's people out there that I've met that are very adamant about making sure you say doctor.
Yes.
It is a hard-earned degree to go out there and get that. Now, Tommy Boy, that was a funny quote where they were like, yeah, a lot of people go to school for 8 years. And he's like, they're called doctors.
Right.
But to get to my point here, you've probably seen both sides. People are okay with being called certain things, but what's your take on it? If you were a doctor, would you want to be called doctor all the time?
Not me, no.
No?
I'm not. No, I
You're
would
not
not.
doctor-esque?
Yeah, and I thought about going back for a doctorate, but I don't know if I want to.
I'm that guy. If I'm going to go out and get my doctorate, I'm changing my prefix.
Zane knocked that out. Johnny picked up the loose ball. Almost got ran over.
You're calling me doctor.
That's fair.
There it is. Oh, it was so
quick.
quick.
Pivoted,
right?
Yeah. Garrett, take that next time.
Yeah, he was cutting. The guy he thought was cutting with him didn't go with him until he had the ball. It would have been one really quick turn and go, but there might have been a timeout, there might have been a play that needed to be ran or called from the quarter.
AJ for 3 off the inside of the rim.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Just a
physical connection there at the point of rebounding. Hagan a little bit more heavier than Allen.
Again, 2-2-1 here. Doing some good press, looking for a trap, but didn't really show, didn't really develop.
That's a pretty good shot there by Dotson out there in the corner. He's done a few of those. There's Garrett cleaning it up. Hagan took a really quick drive there on baseline from the left side.
Yeah.
real hard off the back of the backboard, and then Garrett cleaning it up.
A tough shot.
Yeah.
But
tough angle to be able to go off the glass.
Absolutely.
Garrett being able to clean it up, though. Deflection there by Dimmick.
Write that down, Coach Ellsworth. Deflection.
Allen kind of assesses, gives it to Dotson. Hagan reads it really well, tips it out, and steals it.
Well, Hagan did really well there. He pressured the guy up top near the three-point line, sunk all the way back down to get that steal.
Good cut, put it in.
Oh. It's okay.
Rushed it a little bit. I don't think he knew exactly where he was at underneath the basket. Johnny, that's the thing I'm very impressed with him, is the way he can contort the shot to be able to be smoother or straighter from his body positioning.
Right.
You know, his body can be really kind of funky, and we did see that one time when he won the game with that shot from the three-pointer. I mean, he was getting thrown to the ground. AJ was getting a steal there. Didn't end up his way.
Got AJ here on Allen. Gonna get a foul call
on
Demick. Cannon will check in. Probably here. Looks like it's for Johnny.
So that one confuses me a little bit because he could have called one earlier in that, and then all of a sudden it was like once the ball was passed, then we ended up getting the foul. It is kind of being called a little bit tighter. I noticed that last night they did a good job of kind of making sure it didn't get out of hand.
Right.
Ouch.
He just finds the basket.
Yeah. When he sees a crease, he just goes.
He's quick, and he drives. His layups just kind of, they're not crazy out of control. He just kind of finds the basket. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
And that is the half. So at halftime, Shenandoah leads 28-24. And we have 10 minutes left.
And we'll be back.
We'll be back.
Check. Check, check. Got me?
Oh,
I can't hear him. Can you hear him? Check, check. You got me.
Can you hear us?
Yep.
Okay,
Okay,
I can barely
I can hear
you.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got to be able to do some like microphone 101 with our guests. You got to get it right in there. Right,
No,
right in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Check one.
There it
check
is.
One. There you go.
And yeah, there's a little issue, but yeah, we'll take care of it.
You gonna do the introduction or?
Yeah, sorry. I don't know.
Come on, focus, man. Focus.
You were going to do the introductions. We are here for our third quarter special guest, Dr. Kyle Barentine.
So, before you got on here, we were having a conversation
I know
about
it is
the
a business.
doctor.
Yeah.
And so, how you earned it, and so do you get upset if people don't call you doctor, or?
Not in the slightest. Most people call me KB.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a hard-earned degree, and I like the accomplishment just for personal gratification
Yes.
more than anything.
Well, that's what I said. I said, if I'm going to earn it, you're going to call me doctor.
Yeah.
So, when I get mine, everybody should know that I am a doctor.
That's right.
I might be 80 by the time I get it, but at least my next 3 years, I'll be called doctor.
You're still looking for a
That's
place to actually get admitted to, right?
Yeah, in there like an honorary doctorate, like Tim Allen got on the Home Improvement.
Maybe AU can give you an honorary doctorate for broadcasting.
That's not going to happen. All right, so what do you think of the game so far, KB?
Well, I mean, I think Randolph Southern is they're hitting threes, and their little point guard Allen has made some tough plays. And
there they go.
Right on cue, they hit a three right out of the gate and cut the lead to one, and so, that's kind of been the story. It seems like we bring out the best in other teams' three-point shooters, and so we'll see. I bet this is the best they've shot all year long.
Also notice they've been calling the game a little bit tight too on kind of the touchy fouls, I think. Not saying that there's one way or the other. Being a basketball fan, you always kind of have this, do we complain about the refs and that kind of stuff? And I'm always looking for consistency. But what do you think of the refs so far on how they're calling it? We came from a pretty physical one last night, and they tightened it up a little there so it didn't get out of hand with the rivalry. But how do you feel about it tonight?
Well, I mean, it seems pretty good. I mean, I think there was only maybe 2 fouls called in the entire second quarter. So, I just turned to the
right on cue there too.
And I know we had a running clock in the JV game, but I looked at my watch. It wasn't even 8 o'clock yet.
No, it was not.
I know. I was looking. I had some friends over. We were visiting, and I was like, I'll get over there about halftime in the JV. And next thing you know, I got a text from my wife. She says, it's running clock. I was like, okay, here we go.
Yeah. 1 minute left in the game, actually. Mr. Hellman decides to show up.
Yeah, right on time. So talk to us about the excitement of Shenandoah, what you've been up to, plans. I mean, a lot of different personnel things that are going on. So what do you got?
Well, I mean, I think we're in year one of our 5-year strategic plan, and we've been able to put in an instructional framework, which is a lot of work that people don't see. And
good take.
we have
a
nice play there by Cannon, a nice cut, nice pass from Hagan. I think Hagan has several assists tonight. That's always a plus. But we have a new middle school principal starting. Scott Widener, he's coming back to Shenandoah.
Yeah.
And
he came up and introduced himself a little bit to us while we were off air.
Great. He's someone. He's
1-2. Good take. Thank you, Hagan.
He's very well respected here. Obviously, he was a very successful football coach for 9 seasons for the Raiders, and so just trying to continue to work to be the best school system we can be and provide the best for our students.
Yeah. Stuart, trying to take advantage of the crease right there, go to 1-2, and then we did a good job of just kind of stunting that, not letting him get up there.
Wasn't able.
And see, he's playing really hard and physical. You could tell he was challenged at halftime. Stuart probably was, hey, they're going to get the ball to Cannon. They're going to want to do some low post stuff because they don't have height anymore as much as they had in the past. And so Cannon's trying to take over this game, and Stewart's trying to deny him.
And he's a freshman. And he's, he's listed as 6'3".
6'3" freshman.
Freshman.
Yep.
So, yeah, we're going to attack the freshman.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Go. So I want to talk to you a little bit about. So you are an Eastern Hancock grad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Are you wearing the ring?
No, I usually don't wear it on the weekends. It's just a,
Around the house thing.
It's a work day thing. Like
an accessory.
I wear it to work. It's a good reminder of when you do things right.
Yeah.
Good things happen, and a lot of work went into that, and so it's just a really good reminder for me. But yeah, usually on the weekends I leave her on the.
That dude is good.
Yeah, I mean that's Allen again. He's hurt us all night long. He's got 11 of their points. So
he's got a soft touch. It's not hard at the basket. It's more of a find a kiss off the glass kind of stuff. It's difficult to deal with.
Yeah, and he's a strong, athletic-looking kid, and so it's he's given us some trouble.
Yeah.
Pretty
Sorry,
much all night
Freeze,
long.
I took your gusto. Where
no,
are
I was
you
going to
going
talk
with
about
the
Eastern Hancock.
Yeah.
The rivalry between Shenandoah and Eastern Hancock, was it as prominent in your high school days as it has been over the last maybe 10 years or more, actually?
Well, I mean, I'm sure that you bring this up for a reason, but the year that we won the state championship, we were 13-1, and our very first game of the year was against Shenandoah, and they beat us.
Yeah.
Not only beat us, but beat us 20-0. So that was a
good rebound.
That was a tough game, and as a matter of fact, my senior year they beat us 7-0. So I think in my high school career I was 2-2 against Shenandoah in high school football. But
what position did you play?
I was a quarterback.
Ooh.
I was a quarterback. We ran.
Did you enjoy that?
I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I also I played defensive back officially, but I would play in different spots on defense, and I was also the punter. So, punters are people too.
Well, I was going to say, that's what I heard.
People too.
I heard you were just the punter on the state championship. And I didn't really know any of the other positions.
Oh, okay. No.
That's what I heard. Punters get rings, too. That's
Punters
what I heard.
get rings,
I got you.
Shenandoah ball. Allen, good defense, but able to knock that ball out. But Shenandoah ball.
So, I mean, you got this opportunity. You're here. You got these plans. You even moved in district, and you also have a couple of kids here in the system as well that you kind of brought in. We've had parents up here as well talking about their experience. You get the chance of being the super for it, but, talk about from a parental level. I don't know what the right word is, shopping, but, going around and experiencing, is this the right school for my child? Ooh, good pump fake.
That was obviously that was a big factor. We're a blended family, and so the kid's dad lives in the Hamlin Southeastern District, and so it really had to be a one big family decision. And the kids came up here and toured. I wasn't a part of the tour at all. Toured with Mr. Allen and Coach Salkowski.
What's up, Garrett?
And it was just they just did a really, really great job of making the kids feel at home, and it's been a really, really good fit for our kids. They really like it here, and that's really a big, 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 big factor for us.
Yeah, Rack was on with us earlier in the year and talked about how Aiden came in and it said it felt like home.
Yeah.
So that was cool to hear that experience that a student gets when they come in and see that it just feels that way.
Yeah.
There's Garrett getting fed.
Good job,
this
Garrett.
is where he lives. This is good stuff right here. Cannon out, and Garrett kind of showing that he can do these low post skills.
You see Maddox Davis checking in today. I know he played some last night as well. Deep three, missed.
Fighting for the rebound, gets the rebound. What are we calling?
Jump ball.
Yeah.
Shenandoah ball.
Well, you could tell it was the May, the May area that was a little upset with that jump ball.
Absolutely.
And May days.
Just there's always that, like, do you call it quick? Do you call it late?
Yeah, that one was. I always like to see how the call is to keep the safety.
Yeah, exactly.
On the court, and that one was just a little bit more probably than he wanted to handle. Maybe the running back on the court might have helped with that too. I don't know. So, who's been impressing you lately on the court here? We've had a couple of games. Last night had a game. Got through some adversity. There was some times, especially in your sport world, you don't win them all, but what do you do to get better in those situations? And last night there's a couple of kids that shined. Talk to me about what you're seeing from the non-starters or people that kind of show through these adversity.
Well, I say, right there on cue, Hagan Tomlinson, it's his senior year, and I kind of feel like he's been pretty consistent this year. I would say he would even agree that last year he wasn't
nice job,
super consistent last year, but I feel like he's been pretty consistent this year. So we'll just hope that he continues that play. I think Garrett May, I know he didn't play last night due to illness, but kid that didn't play last year and
nice job, Aiden.
And has started on varsity, last couple of games.
Right.
A lot of talent, a lot of ability. So, hopefully he'll continue to get better and not lose his man right there like he did. But
just reaching.
That's the tough part about being the announcers is we get to manifest some things, good or bad.
You're right. Yep.
And he kind of reached, just had his hands not straight up.
Yeah, and something I do want to say, I really appreciate you guys doing this, and especially with the new YouTube channel. My parents live in Northwest Arkansas. Whitney's mom lives in Texas, and her dad lives in Florida. And so, shout out to Dr. Sam Nunn down there in Pensacola. He's watching tonight. So, hopefully the signal's good for him, and we can get a win.
I'll delete all his comments.
All these comments that are coming up right now.
Good.
And if you don't know, you can comment now.
Nice. That's also the negative, but I was thinking we could also get fired, by the way.
Oh no, we don't want to do that.
Stunted. And they
called a foul on May. Shenandoah faithful are not happy with that call.
Well, now the Maybirds are creeping over to everywhere because that's a highlight film. To be able to stunt somebody in midair, and because they did such a good job, and I did Dotson. Is it Dotson that's up there shooting, or no, Mills? Mills is now shooting 2 points, and he's either getting explained. It's like because he hung on my arm after I blocked him. Is that what gets the foul? And we don't have replay yet. That's something that Mr. Freeze is going to work on for next year.
That is definitely an in the works thing.
Gosh, that's a good block. It still might make the highlight film.
Well, we can clip from it. Create highlights. 3.
Coffee.
So I think my game within the game here is Garrett May, probably with all of the Randolph Southern.
Well, Garrett and Cannon, like the big guys, right? I mean, being able to exploit that inexperience of their height.
Garrett looking a little bit more hunched over, doing a lot of work.
Well, he's coming back from sickness, and so that, I think, factors in a little bit.
So, we got tons of questions to be able to ask you since we got you on here, but we only got like 30-some seconds left to go.
Quick half.
What's all the future hold for us?
Well, we're going to continue. If you're talking about the school corporation,
Absolutely.
we're going to continue to work toward our vision of being the premier school district in the state of Indiana. And, it's hard work. It's hard work. And, we get a lot of people on board and
nice
working
pass.
hard. And,
and one. Bring it.
Nice way to end the quarter
Yes.
there.
It was nice because Coffee had the ball right here, was looking, and you could tell that they were waiting for him to take the shot. He did the extra pass, and then even the extra pass to get it down the May with a sky hook and one. Beautiful.
47, right? There's 3.6 seconds left.
Sorry, Garrett interrupted you.
No, yeah.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, we're talking about being premier, and he made a premier move.
That's beautiful.
But missed the and one, and
there's the end of that quarter.
So do you give an air ball on that one? Like
Absolutely.
The Raider Rowdies are now going to let him forget about the air ball there.
Yeah.
Which they came out. I mean, they showed up a little bit more than what they had on Wednesday.
Yeah, we got some ECI kids over there as well. Some of our elementary, middle school kids.
I tell you what, we had a great crowd here tonight.
Absolutely.
But to go back to your original question, I think sometimes when you strive to be above average, that Nick Saban talks all the time about there are people who are content with being average,
right?
And you've got to find those folks who aren't content with being average and willing to do the extra to be the very best we can, because our kids only have a school experience one time.
Right.
And I just feel like we owe it to them and to our community to give them the very best experience we possibly can.
Absolutely.
I heard something this last week was be constructively dissatisfied.
Yeah, I love that.
And I was like, ooh, tell me more.
Yeah. Yep. That's
so,
awesome.
Thank you very much. We'll let you
right.
get back to down there in your cheering section so we can get Aiden to get a nice shot and get some exceptional premier stuff going on. Thank you very much, KB.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, now what are we going to do? It's 47-40. We've got 8 minutes left to go in the game. Are we going to be able to take over, or is Allen going to take over?
No. His legs are tired. I don't know if they're or not, but that's definitely a Shenandoah.
Is that what you want to try to manifest? You want to preach that into existence?
He kind of walked a little like his calf hurts.
Well, I always love being able to see how people take over in moments like this.
Right.
Yeah, that had to be a foul call. It's just too awkward.
Is the
too
humming
tied up.
less humming?
Yeah, I got less humming.
Okay, good. I was fixing the gain.
I still have it, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I might just have it in normal life.
Maybe.
It just might be one of those things. Yeah, I always love being able to see what kid has it. I mean, we're right in the eve of the Super Bowl. We know Mahomes has it. When times get tough, the tougher gets even more elevated to rise to the game. I know I've seen studies or read. That's a tricky pass.
And Coffee kind of bailed down to his man. If he would have stayed there, easy interception. Not that he could have seen that, but Maddox knocks it away from behind, pushes, tries to get the cannon.
Goes to the Blaine. Tries to pass to the Blaine. That was one that you kind of wish that he kept it himself a little bit.
It's the hair. They have
Blaine?
the same hair. Blaine and Cannon.
Yeah. I think the number kind of helps be able to determine the difference.
Maybe, and maybe the height, but whatever.
Man, so that's pretty impressive. Yeah, KB talking about we've got 3 people watching in 3 different states, and as far as they are, it's impressive. Look at Zane taking it in. That's where he lives. That's what he does.
Yeah, I love it.
That's what he should be doing and does a lot of. Broad shoulders, driving the paint. Nobody wants to get in front of him, and then he's able to bounce it in, hit all pieces of the rim. Blaine says, "Can you please not shoot around me?"
I'm going to fire the camera girl.
You can't.
I know.
We don't have anybody to back her up.
Not this week.
You got to make sure that we get whatever highlights about ready to come, because if it doesn't get on film, they're going to let you know about it.
That's right. 6:43 left. It says 6:39, but it's not true.
I don't know how many times as football coaches something great happens
Oh,
or something goofy happens. Oh, where is this player on this? And
right.
the camera just slightly cuts it off just enough where you're like, I can't find it.
Yep.
Mostly it's probably my sideline antics of goofballiness. When something great happens, they're like, oh, look at Hellman, and not on film anymore.
So I was looking back through some highlights of Shenandoah, and our first game of the year, remember Evan had that 80-yard touchdown run down the sideline. That was a good run, but being biased. But what was really good was Dylan Parsley on the sideline sprinting down the entirety of the side with him.
Excited.
Should have been called for a sideline infraction. Was not fortunate.
Well,
for us.
there isn't one because of the COVID rules.
Well, but he was
He's on the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
He was in there cheering with him.
Oh yeah.
Well, then yeah, he should have been called. They ran into his own player.
Throw it on his head.
Good hands there by Aiden Coffey and Maddox. Aiden taking the shot. Maddox tracking in.
They're not going to call that.
They're going to call it on Blaine.
Okay. I was watching Maddox coming in.
Blaine had him pretty shouldered down, shoved in.
Okay. So that's his second of the game. We have 2 this quarter. This quarter.
Man, that was a great rebound there by Maddox, though, too.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Uh-oh. A little give and go. And then he passes it out. Hagan kind of climbs the ladder on that one and gets the rebound. Driving down. Oh, goodness. That's travel?
No.
A jump ball.
It's a jump ball. It's not a travel because he does not leave the court. His body does, I don't know. It's not fully explained, but I've always been told that is not a travel.
Okay, so you can't roll.
You can't roll because
you
you're
can slide.
moving. Yeah.
So you can Patrick Mahomes or slide on your hip all the way down the court.
Any officials put that in the comments? What do you
Kind of like when you're playing Street Fighter 2 and you just hit the slide button with Bison, you can slide all the way down the court.
Well, I don't know about all the way.
Don't normally see those go in, and that was a great move. The spin move about 12 feet away from the basket.
Absolutely.
That's a little bit deflating there to Randolph Southern. You play really good defense. You're right there. You make them have a couple more possessions, and then Hagan kind of puts it into 2. They're just picking on Blaine.
He's physical. Yeah. And can be a pest in the best way possible as a defender.
So what I'm curious about, which we don't get to see or hear, is if there's any talk going. Oh man, he tried to get it with his left arm to pull that back in, but didn't quite get it in. That's his hard work being rewarded, and that counts as a deflection, not a steal. But now they're going to think twice about passing it in when Blaine's right there. He's a ball hawk. I like it.
And again, he's on Allen. That's kind of what we were hoping for.
Yeah.
One of our
you
best
called
man
it a
defenders.
little bit. And put it in man.
They're going to get Maddox.
Yeah.
He didn't.
So here's where I think we're at right now in the fourth quarter is let's not touch anyone.
Yeah. 13-point lead.
And that's kind of what we're doing here. We're trying not to touch them when they're cutting. Allen had a screen coming in, and he didn't need it. He just kind of took it to the opposite way. Puts it in the glass with the right. I think he did that with his left hand. Oh, what a pass.
How many shots have we missed, like layups, bunnies?
At least 5 right now that I know of. That was a beautiful cut.
Deep 3. Wow.
Seen his feet flutter in the air. That was cool.
A little bit of
So they bring up a good point of the mixed matching shoes versus team shoes. Hagan kicks it over to Aiden. Aiden pump fakes, gives it. That's a nice pass. I didn't see
Maddox coming.
Yeah.
He threw to a spot where Maddox was going to be.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And absolutely.
You can tell they have a little bit of chemistry together, Maddox and Aiden.
Close to a 5-second there, but Zane was able to kind of break that.
Oh, there. See the little, kind of like at the beginning of the game, I was asking him, a little little bit more like fragile.
Yeah. With Aiden.
Act fragile. Not saying he is.
Act, no, definitely not. Strong kid.
I don't know about the whole flop stuff that's out there in the league.
Sell it, right?
Yeah,
Sell it.
Sell it. There you go. I like that. Sell it. Howard and Cannon checking into the game.
Maddox and Blaine checking out.
Looks like Mills and Jeffries coming in.
Yeah. So Hagen has 15 or 17 for us. Allen has 19 for them, and Aiden has 6 for us.
And Allen is a 5'10" sophomore, so we're gonna
see more of him.
We're gonna see a lot more of him over the next few years. Travel. Stewart was gonna pass it, and the cutter wasn't there. Kind of got caught in the air a little bit, so 10-point ball game for us.
And they come up in a little bit of a 2-2-1. There you go. There you go.
1-2. Get the extra pass. Right in the basket.
Good break. Good break. Just going to repeat myself.
They are going to be recording all of this now.
Yeah.
And they go back on it, talk about it, make fun of you for it.
Yeah. Mr. Zimmer asked us what our current standing.
Woo! Diving on the ground.
Second place in the MEC.
Giving the extra effort. What are you talking about?
Mr. Zimmer asked what our current standing in the MEC is. We've only lost one game, Eastern Hancock, and then Wapahani is currently undefeated.
Yeah, we haven't had a chance to play them. That's our last game of the season?
Yes, I believe so. So that will be a sort of for the MAC
That's
championship.
A way to crash
or at least,
on it.
Oh, good catch.
Yeah.
That's one of those things.
Yeah.
Don't throw to the middle of the, the middle of the court.
Is that your coaching feedback to, go save the ball, but don't throw it to this spot?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, it's kind of unfortunate that you have to go get the hustle. There it is, Aiden Coffey.
There it is, Aiden Coffey.
Found it. There we go. We got a timeout.
Timeout.
Maybe to celebrate.
He's excited.
Oh.
He's starting to get hot.
Needs that. He's
Full
one that
timeout.
needs pumped confidence.
Well, yeah, he started off the year not shooting great from the field and has been picking it up lately.
Last night, I thought he played really well with the intimidation factor that could have crept in.
Right.
Both judges just playing lights out. Carpenter, Whitty, just having some size on him last night, and he didn't play scared. That was really cool.
Definitely not.
Taking a run here. We're up 13 points. A little momentum going our way. Hagen with 17. You got Aiden Coffey creeping up there in the double digits.
So to clarify, we're 5-1 in conference. Wapahani's 7-0. We'll be 6-1 after tonight, and so we'll have a showdown with Wapahani at the end on February 23rd.
We got any conference games between then?
Do we? I don't. Union Modoc, right? Have we played them yet?
I don't think so.
No, we play them on the 13th at Union. So
we are going to be possibly, depending on our Union Modoc game, and if we can pull this one out like it looks like we are, we're at conference championship.
Co-leaders, tie. That
it's still a championship. I
It
got a
is.
ring for being co.
Oh, definitely.
I still flaunt that thing around. And I love how, Dr. Barentine just talked about how it's a representation of what it takes to be a champion.
Right.
And he wears it on work days.
Yeah. At a school. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we got some state championships too.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the coolest thing about what we've got with these, students that we have right now is some of those athletes that have been in that championship moment, and those students are even in that ECI. Look at that rattle around.
Wow. That hit every part of the rim, but the inside.
Hagen looking the pass to be able to give it up and takes it in. Does a reverse. He makes that shot be a lot tougher. We saw that in the first quarter where he tried to go the front side of that, and then he just kind of reversed that and made it a little bit easier on him. That's a great take. running that baseline and scoring that too.
He's now co-leader for the game, 19. I think Allen's finding it more difficult.
Allen tried to. It was like, what was it? Simon Says or horse? Oh, horse. When you play it in the backyard, that's what it kind of looked like. He's like, I could take it and do a reverse on it.
Anything you can do,
I can do
better.
We're not gonna do the jingle because
no,
they didn't pay us yet, right?
Well, then we also
might have to do it. Oh, look at that! Look at Dotson. It's about 3 feet back behind the 3-point line. We're flashing in the middle. That was a little heavy.
That tight end skills there. Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of hype from that one. Dotson's like, I'm going to try and take over. Oh, 1-2, scoop and score. That was a little tough. I see what he was trying to do.
Yeah, definitely. Cross court.
Allen drives, dishes. Travel. I couldn't see it. There's too many bodies down there to be able to see it. I might have shimmy his feet there. Oh,
and
the
start the buses.
Start the buses chant. Again, I think there should be a Raider Rowdy brainstorming
coming
class.
up with cheers. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I think maybe the cheerleaders should put on something to say, hey, let's.
This is how you cheer.
Yeah. These are some cheers.
Some cheers that you can use.
That we've heard from other fans.
Yep.
Have you been to the Silent Night, Taylor?
No.
That's on my bucket list. I don't know if I'll ever get to it.
Oh, Hagen's hot.
Yeah, he is. He didn't hesitate there. He got that pass and
turn
just
around,
put it up.
Little jumper.
You know, part of that, and here's a little insight to Hagen. I believe that he did that not to be selfish to score 2 points, but to get an assist for his teammate too. You know, because part of that is, oh, yes!
Great pass by Hagen. Great finish by Cannon, and he draws the foul.
Cannon running the court like a wide receiver, wink, wink. Getting down the court, being able to receive that, take one dribble, and even the foul was a definite foul. I mean, it was intentional. And scoring the and one, I like it.
And Hagen checks out for the game with a rousing.
Where are you going with it?
I lost my point. No.
It was a round of applause.
A round of applause.
Everybody kind of stood up and gave him kudos to thank you for the game. It was a very hard-fought game. And
Zane checks out as well.
We are doing to Randolph Southern what we get done to us, and that is just kind of running away with it. There's our block. And then Garrett kind of wanted to make sure that he didn't get a foul called. That's big boy stuff. All right, we got the count on him. Trying to get it into Allen. He gets it. Johnny giving him good defense, good resistance. Slices through and scores. Mills, the
23 seconds
freshman.
left. The game will be, this is about 10 seconds off, so almost exactly 10 seconds off, actually.
Still working out the kinks.
So, yeah, well, it's that button. Stupid. I have to figure out something.
Get a student to do it while we're on the the mic.
Yeah. Great job, Raiders.
Yes.
69-50. Good victory coming back off of a loss last night. Good rebound, and Hagen Tomlinson is my player of the game.
I didn't know we give out players of the game.
We have to give out players of the game now.
Now we do. Yeah, I would definitely. It went from the tip-off. He was able to kind of give the energy. There's a couple missed shots, but he made the adjustments on the second half, getting all of his teammates involved, doing some hustle points, and then scoring some really tough shots out around the perimeter.
Absolutely.
Some fades, some spin moves. I mean, things that just doesn't look like a normal basketball player should be able to do, and he does. Garrett, though, play of the game, where skyhook and one, didn't make the and one, but
work on your free throws, Garrett.
Yeah, good game all around. I think everybody got a chance to be able to get in, contribute.
Yep.
We got to carry this momentum a little bit throughout the week of practice. know that we have a chance to be able to do what we need to do. Goals are still in place. We just got to
Absolutely.
be able to find a way to, be together.
So we're at Union Modoc on the 13th, which is Tuesday. Then we're at Muncie Burris is here on Saturday. We hope, my goal is that somebody will help with streaming this. But, if not, we'll figure something out. And then we're at Wapahani on the 23rd for the conference championship if Union Modoc goes well.
All
right. Hopefully it was an enjoyable experience or not painful.
It's not as painful as it could have been.
That's right.
But we are learning. We are failing forward.
That's right.
And we are going to be able to make it better, hopefully the next time, and just keep getting better. Criticism or feedback is always necessary and needed for us to be able to get better. Because if we can't dish it out to the student athletes that we dish it out to, then who are we to not be able to accept it?
Yes.
So.
Just don't ask to be our speech coaches. And with that, we'll sign off.
Thanks, everyone.
Have a great weekend.